What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title was going down. Make sure you hit the like with that subscribe button for me, please. Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, watching these videos. Let's get right to it, y'all.
For the past 17 days.
I just wanted to check out my future plane, but I also wanted to go say hello to the vice president and ask her why Kamala Harris refuses. Why does she refuse to answer questions from the media? And I also thought that the press gaggle following her might get a little lonely.
Harris and Waltz are trying to sell Americans on their tampons for boys' vision of America, but somehow you're the weird one.
They are creepy and weird as hell. You see it. You see it. This is not normal. This is not normal behavior. Donald Trump, he sees the world differently than we see it. He has.
What's weird is saying that you've been to war and ain't stepped foot, any type of wars. So I'm confused. Do you want to call somebody weird?
Donald Trump, he sees the world differently than we see it. He has no understanding of service because he's too busy servicing himself.
I will proudly put my record against his any day of the week. Donald Trump has openly vowed if reelected, he will be a dictator on day one. Someone who suggests we should terminate the Constitution of the United States should never again have a chance to stand behind the seal of the President of the United States.
Lovely. Waltz was on fire, just like the Twin Cities in 2020.
She's trying to be somebody that she's not. So bad, y'all. So bad. Every time I hear her talk, like I feel like her and Jessica Tarlov is literally neck and neck.
Fire, just like the Twin Cities in 2020. But if the Dems want to play the weird game, Hillary is getting her freak on by tweeting out and embracing the Tampon Tim meme that right-wingers have been sharing. It's a reference to a bill that Tim Waltz signed last year, putting menstrual products in all restrooms in schools. But Hill Dog is trying to own it, saying, quote, how nice of the Trump camp to help publicize Governor Tim Waltz's compassionate and common sense policy of providing free menstrual products to students in Minnesota public schools. Let's do.
Imagine if they actually. Imagine if Trump ended up. Man, I ain't even gonna go there. I don't want to get in trouble by YouTube by saying that. So
this everywhere. Here, here, I say, Jesse. Tampons for boys. That's why I'm going to vote. But once again, what you're seeing, Jesse, is the pre-projection that liberals do. They project onto you what they know they will soon be defined as weird. Yeah. So they started saying Vance is weird, Vance is weird, Vance is weird. And then you hear about the pushing tampons for boys or making it easier for trans surgeries for kids. Who's the weird one?
Tampon Tim, honeymoons and...
Look at Jessica. She is so mad right now. She is so mad right now, y'all.
Tim honeymoons in China and shakes his wife's hand. What a weird dude. And remember, like last week, they say J.D. Vance was a bad pick? This guy is a COVID snitch line. Guys, they're playing lacrosse outside without masks on. What a freak. This guy destroyed Minneapolis. He's on the ticket with the lady that destroyed San Francisco. This guy might be...
The lady that helped destroy, the whole... Come on, y'all. More than San Francisco.
This guy might be... They might have sabotaged this ticket on purpose. Eric Holder's in charge of vetting. Eric Holder's a pretty sharp dude. He didn't notice that this guy lied about not serving in war. He didn't notice that this guy basically told people that he was carrying a gun in a war zone. They have people now who served in his unit calling this guy a coward, saying he abandoned us right when we needed him.
And for people that I had somebody comment and say that at least he served for this amount of years and Trump ain't served this and served. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna be real 100 with y'all. It's not the simple fact, because I thank anybody for their service, hands down. It don't matter who you are. If I see you with a uniform on, obviously, you actually, because there are a lot of people that fake it. But for the people that actually served, I take it, because, our brother, he served in the military for 4 years. I always think, and it's not that. It's the simple fact of this man saying that he's been in war. And he did not. That's not true. So you lying about it. That's not good. That's what people are trying. So for the people that's in the back talking crazy, he did serve in the military. We're not saying that he didn't serve in the military. We're saying that he did not go into war. Somebody had to take his place. And that right there, you're a coward. I don't care how you shouldn't let that happen. My brother has always taught me that when he was in the military and stuff like that, he was teaching me different things. I couldn't go. I got bad asthma, had bad asthma. Still got it, I always wanted to, do that. Seeing my brother do that, it'd have been cool, me and my brother. And my dad's been the police officer 25 years and, just been in that force, but, chilling here with YouTube, talking to y'all. But, it's just a simple fact of people try to justify the fact, they're saying that he didn't serve, he wasn't in the military. He wasn't. Yes, I'm sure, yeah. Seen him in the military. But at the same time, this man has lied when he said he went to war and he didn't.
Was about to be deployed to Iraq and then was like, guys, you know what? I quit. And then got
That's
demoted,
crazy.
then lied about his rank, and then said he went to war. People have lost careers over that type of lie. And this is one of those things that people, if you're a Republican or if you're a Democrat, this cuts through everything. You see a guy like this and you don't trust him. And you can't trust him with money. It was the biggest COVID fraud state in the country. And just let's talk about tampon Tim for a second. Just think about what you need to do to lose money. Let's say one guy's menstruating. Okay, one male is menstruating in Minnesota. All right. Instead of just having this one male who happens to be menstruating ask one of his girlfriends if he could borrow a tampon from their bathroom. No. He spends hundreds of thousands of dollars stocking boys' bathrooms with tampons. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. What kind of disrespect is that to the taxpayer?
I feel like it is disrespectful to the taxpayer, but I feel like it's more so weird, disgusting, and like nasty of a man to do that. That's weird. It just brings, questions to what is he really on? You know what I mean? Like just thinking about that, like I was thinking about it yesterday and I was like, for a man to do that, like, and just, to think about that and like, you putting it in little boys, like, but you calling somebody weird? That's a little odd to me. That's very odd to me.
Save the money. Don't
and that's why Jessica quiet
in boys' bathrooms.
Jillian, Jesse surprisingly makes a good point. There has to be a reason why. There has to be a reason why they chose this clown, and it's the law of diminishing competence, right? So it's like always the main character chooses somebody not as competent as they are. For example, Obama chose Biden, and then Biden had to choose Kamala. Now Kamala has to choose Waltz.
Could you say menstruating one more time?
I know. I think I've said that more times than I care to.
I hope no one's playing a drinking game.
How toxic is that they put the word men in that?
I have a theory about why the vice president chose Governor Walz as her running mate. I could very easily be wrong. This is my own personal take. But if you think about it, I think it was more about her opportunity to strike out on her own than it was about any electoral strategy. If you're Kamala Harris, you are handed Biden's record to defend. You are handed your senior staff at the White House. You are handed your campaign platform. You are handed your campaign staff all the way up to the top. With 3 months to go, she has had very little say in anything that's going on so far in terms of her own presidential process.
She's not saying anything.
She wanted to go with Walz. I think it was an emotional, a sort of heart pick rather than a head pick.
What? Is that what you're saying? She's emotional, so she chose this
Yes,
guy?
and she's menstruating.
I don't like what you're saying, Jillian. Please.
No, but I think
this
was her chance to strike out on her own and do what she wanted to do. And I think she likes Walz. They're friends. She trusts him, and she was like, I
highly doubt that, though. I highly doubt that. I don't think she picked him. And I say that because even if she did pick him, I really don't know. I really don't know. Because it's like that whole thing is being controlled. And even if she did, I feel like if anybody, regardless, look, I'm going to say this. Regardless, whoever she would have picked, they're going to lose anyways. I'm going to say that. But it just, I can't even say that, just being controlled because she literally picked somebody that's literally her. So, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is Greg and Jesse, they always come with the facts. Jessica sat here the whole time, quiet, sad, and down because they hitting her with facts. Like always. Y'all let me know y'all comments down below. Y'all thoughts on this. But you already know. Catch y'all next one.